Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video we're going to talk about the US dollar, as it's a massive day for the US dollar, arguably one of the most important Federal Reserve decisions to date. We are forecast to see a rate cut today of 0.25%. However, the market has been calling for this for a while. Well, not necessarily the market, but Donald Trump wants to see rate cuts. He wants to see a lower US dollar. The economy hasn't, or the data hasn't really been backing this move. And the Fed have still remained slightly hawkish on the market. However, it is having an effect on other global currencies. So, are the Fed going to act or are they not going to act? Now, this is what we need to see in the press conference tonight. What is the language that the Fed are going to use in their statements is all going to be very important this evening. Now, if we do see a aggressive move from the Fed, if they cut by 0.5% or talk about further aggressive cuts in the future, then a move lower is highly likely. A pushback down into this trend line support is going to be highly likely. Whether we break out of that will obviously need to be seen. We need to see if we do get a nice close below this area, but you know, we could see markets pushing towards down at these 96 lows if the Fed are going to be really aggressive and start cutting rates more aggressively. If they don't and they still continue to say, well, you know, we're only just cutting by 0.25%, as forecasts say, and that they don't see the need to further cut interest rates, then we could finally see a breakout on this top end again. Now, it's been very evident that the market is capped around this sort of area, around about that 99 area. The market continues to false break these highs through here, apart from this one here, which was a false breakout, but which led to a bit of downside through there. But, you know, if the dollar does strengthen significantly out of this, then the 100 is the next level to be aware of. One trade that you could look at potentially is gold. Nice safe trade underneath the current daily lows through here. The market is kind of stalling and not finding any sort of buyers around this area, so we could see that continuation sell-off in gold. So we could look at a sell stop underneath the daily low, stops above the previous daily candle high. This will put stops in a nice safe place. I doubt we're going to see much movement throughout the day until that FOMC statement this evening, or that Federal Reserve decision, interest rate decision. So a nice safe trade could be below this. Only go in at like quarter, maybe 0.5% on this move, and see if the market can push down into these weekly highs and daily highs through around about that 1450 level through there. So a potential move to go from there if the dollar does strengthen. If the dollar does weaken, then we could see gold push back into that 1560 level, which means our trade is likely to be untriggered, and we'll see price back at that resistance level. But the equipment traders want this market to move lower. The commercial market's still there's a bit of a change in the commercial markets, but you know, still heavily short here, and you know, it'll be good to see prices back down into there for that long-term bullish move to come back into play on that weekly time frame, because these are our previous weekly highs through there. So maybe look for that gold opportunity through there. But ultimately, you want to let the dust settle. You want to see where the direction comes from today. I prefer to look for dollar shorts, and I'm sure if the Fed do come out as hawkish, then you may see Trump jumping on Twitter again to try and devalue the US dollar. So, you know, he wants a lower dollar. I'm sure he'll do anything in his power to continue to try and push that dollar lower outlook. So even if we do see a hawkish Fed, I'm sure Donald Trump will be tweeting soon after. So be aware of the market's high volatility today around those times that the interest rate decision comes out. Be careful, and hopefully we'll have some decent direction after this meeting. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon.